We are taking a live look this midday outside at all four of our tower cameras. A little bit of sunshine coming in across Mount Vernon and across the Carterville area. Still seeing a couple of snowflakes flying on that Carbondale camera. Temperatures, though, for all of us are just downright chilly into the mid-teens. Now, as we continue throughout the rest of the day, I do still think that major winter storm is on track to impact us later on this afternoon and evening. I know a lot of us are already in sort of a lull right now, but that next round of heavier snow is just on the horizon. Snow is likely going to last through the overnight hours tonight, headed into tomorrow. We're not really going to see that end until early tomorrow morning, and then we should still see a couple of flurries linger through the afternoon hours tomorrow. We're also tracking dangerous cold that is going to accompany the system. Temperatures are likely not going to get out of the teens today, tomorrow, or Thursday. We do still have that winter storm warning in place until 9 o'clock Wednesday morning. That includes all of us with the exception of Jefferson County. That is just because we may see a little bit less snow just off towards our north around the I-64 corridor. Otherwise, all of us are still on track to see that major winter storm, and it is part of a much larger system bringing widespread winter storm warnings all the way back towards central Oklahoma. Now, here's exactly what we're looking at on the radar. Again, lots of snow back into parts of southwestern Missouri, southeastern Kansas, and northwestern Oklahoma. This is all going to continue its track further towards the east as we go throughout the rest of the day. But again, a little bit of a lull in the action, still seeing a couple of those isolated flurries out there on that Carbondale camera. Not really seeing a whole lot of activity show up on radar. Those flurries are just so light that not even Doppler radar can pick them up over the Carbondale area this midday. But again, snow is going to be just on the horizon as we go throughout the next couple of hours. Still going to be on our western doorstep by the time we make it to the lunchtime hour. But notice by 2 o'clock, some of those heavier snow bands are already going to start to push into southeastern Missouri. Those are going to continue their track further off towards the east as we go throughout the entire evening and into the overnight hours. Wherever you see those darker blues set up, that's where I expect those heaviest of bands to be. And we're going to continue to see those track over the entire region. This is at 9 o'clock. Again, widespread snow setting up across the entire area. That continues through the midnight hour and likely through the early morning hours tomorrow. But by 4 a.m., I think a lot of that snow should start to track further off towards the east and eventually start to work its way outside of the region. But again, a couple of those isolated snow showers are certainly still possible through the afternoon hours tomorrow, but the vast majority of us will remain dry once that area of very heavy snow tracks outside of the region. In terms of totals, I do think a lot of us still have a very good shot through the heart of southern Illinois and western Kentucky at seeing 5 to 7 inches on average. A little bit less further towards the north, maybe say around 3 to 5 inches in north of the Interstate 64 corridor. I think we're going to see even less than that. But what I'm really concerned with is an area of heavy snow that could develop over southeastern Missouri and make its way into adjacent areas of southern Illinois and northern Kentucky. That's where we could see 7 to 9 inches with the locally higher totals over 9 inches is certainly possible. Now, in addition to a lot of that heavy snow, we are going to continue to see very gusty winds with the system, potentially gusting as high as 25 miles per hour through the afternoon and evening hours and through the overnight hours. So certainly something to take into consideration. That Storm Track 3 app, of course, always helpful to keep right there in the palm of your hand. You'll be able to keep an eye on all of those snow showers as we go throughout the morning hours tomorrow. Now, temperatures for the rest of the afternoon likely only topping out into the upper teens, back into the mid-teens by midnight tonight. So that's going to make that snow very, very light. Whatever falls, not really going anywhere. We're tracking high temperatures tomorrow that will likely only be topping out maybe at around 20 degrees if we're lucky. Those wind chill values likely only topping out in the single digits. And as we look ahead towards the next couple of days, we're tracking temperatures that are likely going to only be into the teens through Thursday.